Picture this, it's 10 a.m. on a Monday, your office is busy, someone walks through the front door, a client, a vendor, or someone from your partner company. He is looking around for a receptionist, but there is no one at the front desk. It's a small robot, it looks up, it finds your face, and it says,
"Hello there, welcome to MethdAI. Who are you here to see, or what is your name?"
"Hi, I'm Ritesh, and I want to meet Mukul."
Got it, Ritesh. One moment while I check for McCall.
The robot checks the calendar, registers your name in the employee directory, and says,
I am for a 2:15 p.m. appointment with McCall. I'll let them know you're here.
within 30 seconds, that email goes to the host.
Done. I've notified McCall. Please have a seat. They'll be with you shortly.
And the next time the same person walks in, the robot looks at them, recognizes their face, and says, "Hi."
I do. It's Ritesh, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. McCall has been notified. They'll be with you shortly.
That is not a concept video. That is a real robot running right now sitting on my desk. Today I'm going to show you how it works, how to set it up, and what's working under the hood. This is MethdAI Receptionist built on the Reachy Mini robot. Let's go. Quick context for those who haven't seen this robot before. This is Reachy Mini. It has been built by Colon Robotics, which is a French company. This robot has a camera, a microphone, a speaker, and it shows real emotions. It is designed specifically to run the AI applications. Think of it like a Raspberry Pi, but with a face. You can SSH into it, install Python packages, and add any code you want. It will see, hear, and say what you want to. The app we built is MethdAI Receptionist. It is present on Hugging Face and is open source, and let me show you how it actually works. The moment I stepped into the frame, the robot's camera was already scanning. Every single frame it sees, it runs a face detection model called as Unit. Unit's only job is to ask one single question: is there a human face in this image right now? The second I came into the frame, the bounding box logged on. It didn't know who I was yet, it just knows the person is here. Once Unit found my face, it cropped that region of the image and gave it to the second model, LBPH, Local Binary Pattern Histogram. And this is the model that actually knows who am I. I wasn't registered the first time, so it looked into the directory, searched for my name if the person is already existing there, but because I wasn't there, it started the registration flow. And in the second time when I came back, it knew already who am I because in the local directory, it already saved my name. The low confidence of the model started the registration flow. Whereas in the second time, because it has high confidence, the name recalled instantly and no reintroduction was needed. Third, voice conversation. This is where Gemini Live or OpenAI GPT-4 kicked in. It heard me, it thought, and it responded in a natural flow. And it knew what it was supposed to be doing in each moment because of the state machine underneath. It wasn't just improvising. It was following a structured approach. Greet, collect the name, ask the user who you are here to see today, in that order every time. Fourth, directory lookup. When I said the name of the person whom I wanted to meet, it looked up in the lookup employee, or you can say the local directory for that particular employee or person who is registered there, and it searched for him and found that name. And then what happened is that from the Get Calendar API, or you can say the Google API, it looked for the appointment. After that appointment is matched, it sent that email to the person whom I wanted to see, just like I have shown in the dashboard. It sends that email directly to the person whose email is set there. Fifth, email sent. The moment the appointment was confirmed, the notification landed onto the person's phone within seconds with the details of the person's name, their time of arrival, and whom they are going to meet. And sixth, the visit got logged onto our dashboard, where we could see different logs and we could clear them as well. Although I have explained you the complete flow, I would like to show you the dashboard again to tell you how we have created that and how it is working. On my screen, we have our Reachy Mini control dashboard on which we have installed our MethdAI Receptionist application. We can do it by clicking on here, Discover Apps, and search for MethdAI. And there you will see the application. Just click on Install, and it is just a one-click install method. Then you just click on that Open button here, and this whole dashboard will appear. This is the actual dashboard of our Reachy Mini application. Here, this is written as MethdAI Receptionist, and we have visits, emails, last visit, and current state of the user and the robot. And after that, we have this live camera feed where all the unit and LBPH comes into play. This active session shows you the active session of the robot that currently shows the state as idle because no visitor has been logged in here right now. And this is the latest queue sent to LLM, what goes behind the scenes and what comes as a response. Here we see that. In this area, we have the schedules that are directly getting fetched from the Google's public API. You can simply say it as ICAL, and we can also implement SMTP later on. After that, we have here non-guest. In this, we have Ritesh already logged in and the email has been already sent there. If I show you the email here, we got this one, guest arrival Ritesh. And after this, we have the history, the logs of the users that comes and goes throughout the day, which means we have the logs here at what appointment time they had and who is the host appointing them and the visitor and the arrival date and time and the outcome of that. After that, we have the employee directory that I told you that the robot looks into for searching up about the employee and are they really existing in that company or not. Lastly, we have the settings and some diagnostic checks. We have the settings. To select the voice backend, you can either select OpenAI or Gemini Google Live. It is recommended to select Gemini Google Live. And after that, we have Gemini Live Voice here. And user can put only 3 things which is required to run this complete application right now: the Gemini API key, the recent API key, and the recent from, which means the email address which we'll use to send the details and the emails to the persons. And we have this reception ICAL URL. So you can just put the Google URL here. The advanced settings are 3. We have face TTL days, which means how much time we want the time to live for the face, and the visitor log retention days, which means how much time the visitor should be existing in the dashboard in the database, and the face LBPH threshold. So this LBPH threshold means that you want to tighten up the face detection model or you want to loosen it up. Then we have the diagnostic health check, and you can just see how simple this dashboard is for a user to run it. And that's a wrap. If you want a deeper technical breakdown and how all these things are wired together, then put that in the comment section. Subscribe and hit that bell icon. See you there.